Anthony, we've got a question coming in from Ryan Dawes. Ryan, we appreciate the contribution. So are there any injured players, Georgia players, who could be back for the Peach Bowl and expected to make a difference?
Well, I mentioned them. A. Mitchell, again, I think would be the main one. Otherwise, Georgia has some guys out for the year. Again, Nolan Smith won't be playing. Dan Jackson, one of the safeties, won't be back. Outside linebacker, Marvin Jones Jr., his dad, I don't know who his dad was, his ankle injury, but he is expected back. Darius Smith, another freshman outside linebacker, I'm expected back. He's been a key special teams player. But otherwise, Georgia is probably, assuming, of course, McConkey and McClendon, return, which, again, I believe that they will. Georgia will be as healthy as they've been all season long.
If we're all set on questions, I only have one more to close us out, but I want to defer to Steve, Kevin, and Tony if you guys have anything else.
I mean, I could keep asking questions, but no, go for it. I mean, I'm going to probably have to spend some time talking to some Georgia experts to write some of my features coming up here in the coming weeks. So I won't do it all here in the public space, or I'll have nothing to write about.
Here's a program question, Anthony. This was a program,
yes.
We all have our various time perspectives on how long we've been watching college football. But for me, coming out of Vince Dooley, the 90s were a bit of a down period for Georgia. Not that they didn't have good seasons, but anyway, Mark Richt takes over, upgrades the program significantly, recruits in the top 5 to 10 range, but can't get over the hump. Had there been a playoff system, that may have been a different story. Kirby Smart comes in and then ratchets that up considerably. Is that something that was expected? What is your evaluation of Kirby Smart in regards to not to evaluate the job he's doing, because it's phenomenal, but how he's getting this done?
Yeah, I mean, the day that Coach Smart, took the job, I can still remember the press conference. I mean, he obviously mentioned winning an SEC championship, but it was all about winning a national title. I mean, that was the goal. I mean, that's something that, again, as great as Coach Rick was, Georgia would be in these big time bowl games, on a relatively routine basis. But for Kirby Smart, it's been all about accountability, recruiting. You get different art on whether how good of a coach Kirby Smart is, but in the SEC, really any conference, the Jimmys and Joes, and he has done an excellent job of just year in, year out, just getting all these high 4-star, 5-star players, and that's what it takes to win ultimately. And the fact he's been able to do that, and he's had some very good assistants, and that's why Georgia, I think, is where it is right now. But no doubt, I mean, Kirby Smart was brought in to lift the program to a higher level, and right now you've got to say he's done that.